kill that bruiser, while he's still a little stupid from being in summer mode. Hi, I'm Adam Lewis and welcome to Deer IQ and our High IQ video series. In this video, we're going to look at what I feel are 5 critical summer scouting do's, things you should and can do in the summer that I feel could make or break your upcoming deer season. And there's a 5 don'ts video that goes with this, things to avoid at all costs, that I'll link below. You definitely want to check that out as well. Before we get into these 5, a couple things real quick before we start. First, you'll notice we have an IQ ranking system where beginner is 1 IQ, intermediate is 5 IQ, and 10 IQ is our advanced content. This is true for our podcast as well as our blogs and videos, so you can best get content to meet you where you're at. This is a 1 IQ video, but I'm pretty sure everyone will get something out of it. Second, I invite you to subscribe and check out all our other content, videos, blog, and podcast. We even have a free journal that goes along with our curriculum-based podcast. If you take your deer hunting seriously and really want to fast track your growth, I invite you to check that out. And stay to the end because we have a few takeaways and challenges for you that I think you'll really benefit from, and you won't want to miss that. All right, now let's get to the 5 do's. Do number 1, scout from your vehicle. Why? Driving roads and glassing in the evening is a great way to see what bucks are in your area and do this non-invasively. The goal in the summer is to take inventory and see quirks or patterns of certain bucks and make note of these for hunting season. You can find out a lot of information, potential entry and exit locations to food sources, size and age class of deer, how deer use a property or food source with little effort and no invasion. This is also when to start identifying potential shooters, so you don't have to do this on a moment's notice when hunting, probably in a less than ideal situation with buck fever setting in. Do number 2, scout with non-intrusive trail cameras. Why? Trail cameras can be another great tool for taking inventory of your deer. Also, putting them in non-invasive areas like field edges or other food sources is critical. Pick a place that you can easily get in and get out without going through whitetail habitat, therefore leaving no scent, sound, or sight of your presence. Do not check these more than once a week, even if anticipation is killing you. This is counterproductive. The key is not to influence or change their behavior, which is very difficult to do as soon as you step into their turf. Also consider placing them in areas you can literally drive up to without stepping out of your truck. And consider rubber gloves and possibly hip boots or waders if your clothes will touch brush or grass as you check them. Do number 3, quick scouts, but only when necessary. Why? Again, pressure before season can push deer out of your area. Ideally, you have your stands ready and set from scouting in the winter or spring. If not, a quick scout now might be necessary, but it's critical you do so with minimal invasion. Use a windy or rainy day to minimize your scent and noise footprint when scouting. It's crucial you employ sound and scent concealment practices or regimens that I've outlined in other articles, and I'll share those below if you want to check those out. But try not to invade bedding areas and get in and out as quickly as possible. Do you like this video so far? If you do, I invite you to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new high IQ videos, and maybe share this with a buddy who might benefit. Also, do you know your deer IQ? Do you think you're deer smart? Why don't you take our deer IQ test and find out? It's fun and easy, and it's linked below. Okay? And now back to number 4. Do number 4, take inventory of your bucks. Why? This could really come in handy throughout the year. In most cases, these deer, especially bucks, will change their areas and patterns before hunting season hits. But that's not why you're scouting now. Again, you're taking inventory and should take notes of any quirky behaviors, really getting to know the bucks. They are individuals that all have their own habits and personalities. Where do they like to come from, bed, and travel? Where do they enter the field or food plots on certain winds? How many days between each showing in the plot, and how often do they show? Any detail you can notice may be key information to helping harvest this deer later in the season or even the next year or two. Look at your intel gathering as a long game and string the pieces together of a particular buck and his personality until you have a clear plan to kill him. Intel now is part of that puzzle, so collect all the pieces you can. Do number 5, make a plan to kill a summer buck day 1. Why? Just because the bachelor groups break up and many deer move off to find their own areas, this doesn't mean some won't stick around and make your hunting spot or area their home. If there is a hot food source, this could mean continued action near it right up to opening day or later. So use your observations to make plans for day 1 to kill that bruiser while he's still a little stupid from being in summer mode. Pay attention to these summer details, and they may just pave the way for a great fall hunting season. And as promised, here are your high IQ takeaways and challenges. First, pick 1 or 2 of these 5 mentioned and determine an action you can take right now. Then do it. Download the Deer IQ journal that steps you through our podcast and curriculum to be a greater hunter, to really help your overall growth process in that, and start following our podcast series, which you can find here on this channel. And we'll see you on the next Deer IQ High IQ video.